Hi, this is Pete the Tech Guy, and this is the latest of our subscriber-only commentaries. If you're watching the teaser right now and you'd like to see the whole thing, just go to my website, thetechguyblog.com. That's D-A-T-E-C-H-G-U-I blog.com. Hit the tip jar for any amount, and you'll get the code for this week's commentary. Hit subscribe for any amount, and you'll get all of the commentary codes, etc., as soon as they come out. Today we're going to talk a little bit about reality, and we're going to go back a few years. I'm 49 years old, and I'm old enough to remember Ronald Reagan and his speech where he called the Soviet Union an evil empire. Now, while a lot of people in media talk about Reagan very nice these days, at the time, a lot of these same people hated it. They were outraged. They were, if you'll pardon the expression, batshit, as we put it. They couldn't believe that Reagan would say aloud that the Soviets were an evil empire, how terrible it was for diplomacy, how horrible it is for international relations, how uncouth it was for Ronald Reagan to dare say that the Soviet Union was an evil empire. Now, the fact that it was an evil empire had nothing to do with it. The fact that they starved their own people in the 30s, the fact that they were involved in terrorism all over the world, the fact that they were one of the most repressive regimes in history had nothing to do with it. Their slaughter of people made Hitler look like a piker. But none of that mattered. What mattered was Ronald Reagan was saying something that was not said in polite company, and for that he was castigated. But in the end it paid off. Reagan's actions led towards the negotiations that eventually brought down the Soviet Union. That same Soviet Union, by the way, that all of our liberal friends at the time was saying was so much stronger than us, but shortly after the wall fell, were talking about how it was inevitable that it was going to fall and there was nothing the U.S. needed to do about it anyways. Changed their tune really fast. But I'm talking about Reagan to talk about the Palestinians, Hamas, and Israel, and speaking the truth. Here's what I'm talking about.